you really liked what Todd Monken did in that game to this Browns defense. So the floor is yours. What did Todd Monken do so effectively to kind of get at this Browns defense in ways no one else has been able to?
Well, I thought the first thing he did, so when you watch, especially those two long drives they had, the 93-yard and a 75-yard touchdown drive, those drives are really, the plan worked perfectly. And what the first thing he did was he allowed some of these defensive linemen to pressure upfield. And when you allow them to pressure upfield, then they were trapping them. They were wham blocking them with Ricard. They were kicking them out. They were letting the defensive ends. So they would let people get upfield. And, that's part of the Browns defense. And you're going to have some days where it just doesn't quite work out. And Todd Monken's kind of new. And obviously, the more film you have, you'll study and see what they like to do and tendencies of things of that nature. But that was the first thing he did is he said, you know what? These guys are going to get upfield. Let's trap them. Let's kick them out. Let's wham block them. Let's do some things to them. That coupled with they added Zay Flowers. And, the Browns' second level, we've talked about it, are cover and kick. So they're susceptible to eye candy. And what I mean by that is that eye conflict. So Zay Flowers went in motion religiously throughout the game. And those second level defenders all had their eyes on him. So it got him out of position on the big cutback run by Justice Hill, things like that. They just got caught with their eyes in the backfield. And that's because that motion. And then, what a defense will do, a defensive lineman will do, if I'm getting upfield and people are clocking me, is that I start to play the line of scrimmage a little bit more. Well, then they started double teaming, and they started getting really good double teams and movement because that's really not how the Browns play, but you're kind of adjusting to what you see on the run, and they were doing a good job of that. Then they got those big doubles, and I tell you what, the Ravens really got into those double teams. And then that kind of throws the second level off because you're kind of getting what you had last year. So, and then passing wise, we talk about the corners of the Browns, and they are very good. So what did he do? He tacked inside with the tight ends. Jackson had 15 completions, 9 of those were to tight ends and backs. So he attacked in the slot. Once again, he would use a lot of motion. The Browns like to use a lot of man coverage. So if you think about the wheel route, the rail route to Gordon, that was a pick route by Aguiar, and he ran the thing because he brought him back in motion. They know they're in man coverage, so it's not like the Browns backers can't cover, but they haven't had to do that very much. So he said, let's stay away from those corners and let's attack. I thought his plan was excellent. He knows the Browns are really good. He knows that D-line was good. Let him come upfield, kick them, let them get tired, double team them, and attack inside with those backs and tight ends. Very, very good plan by Monken.